What a performance. Oh my God. Oh my God, this is funny. I'm Danny DeHeck, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, and I have nearly got to 7,000 subscribers, and I wanted to do a quick video just to say thank you to my subscribers. But would you believe I pre-programmed this recording to go live just last night, and I'm trying to make it go live. I've only literally got about an hour and a half to do this video, and I've got people in the waiting room, and I went to use StreamYard to go live, and of course, technical difficulties. Always. Doesn't matter how many videos. Well, this is actually, I think I'm actually up to probably my video. Oh, look, me talking. Shut up, Daddy's talking. So I'm hoping that everyone that was queued up in the chat room and all the links that I send out about this very podcast, or this YouTube video, are now broken because I've had to remove the YouTube stream that I set up and set up another one in 5 minutes, hoping that everyone in the chat room have figured out that Danny's stuffed up once again. And it does actually make myself laugh because it doesn't matter how many times you do this. And of course, when you're a YouTuber and you're doing a lot of YouTube videos, it doesn't matter how many you do, you're always learning. But you get your critics along the way, like, I can't hear the sound, Danny. You're talking by yourself. My sidekick, Rob, who's in the chat room now, along with my trusted fan club, which is Crypto G, Susie Stealth, Troy. There's a whole lot of people that will pop up in a few minutes. And also Bob, Richard, who have supported me along my journey. Now, just looking at my statistics here, ladies and gentlemen, I've actually published over 959 videos. Now, I have had my YouTube channel going for over 14 years, but the majority of my videos have actually been done in the last, is it 24 months? Which is 2 years, isn't it? And I've just wanted to basically have a look at Jerry. Hello. And there's a dog that comes along here and wants to give me a pat. Oh, my goodness. Look at this dog. Remember when I started my journey and I had this little dog here, and he was only big enough to hold in one hand? Well, he's 9 kgs now, and I can't do a podcast with you sitting there, Pixel, but suppose if you want to cuddle, you can. And he's got wet paws, and it's all over my gear. Now, my partner, Helen, which you may know of, she's currently doing the City to Surf, which is a 12K run, and I dropped her off at 9 o'clock to start that, and I've got to go and pick her up from the other end. But in between that, I was sitting there twiddling my thumbs. I was going to go around to Rob's place, get him to make me a cup of coffee, but I'm a vegan and I don't have milk, so drinking a black cup of coffee ain't very desirable. It's going to help him get the crackle out of his microphone. Does anyone notice that Rob's got a crackle in his microphone? And that's kind of a really interesting fact. Not that Rob's got a crackle in his microphone, but little wee niggly things like that, when you're a YouTuber, you actually figure out how to fix. And then when you have to set up all your gear again, for some reason, you either do or don't have those problems coming up and you forget how you fix them. I remember when I first started doing my YouTube journey, I really wanted to help people become podcasters. And I actually have helped people set up their podcasts, and I do educate people how to be better versions of themselves online. Rob specializes in speaker training. And a lot of the stuff that we learnt over the last 10 years, in Rob's case even longer, got thrown out the window when I became a YouTuber. When you're trained to be a public speaker, you get to use your whole body, you get to use a stage. But when you're a YouTuber, you have to use your face. If I'm gesturing down here where I just were a minute ago, you can't see my hands. And how do you captivate an audience? How do you keep people engaged in your videos? Now, I've got a funny story to tell, and Rob probably won't be very happy about this, but last night, Rob started his live stream at 11:30 at night. And I normally listen to Rob's videos around about 10:30 in the evening. And I'm listening to it and I'm waiting for him. And then I thought, I know what I'll do. I'll put an earpiece in and I won't watch him. I'll just listen to Rob while I fall asleep. 11:30, I found the video, which I thought was Rob's video he was doing that night. And I listened to 45 minutes of Rob's video he did yesterday, thinking it was the current one. But then he started talking about me like I was in the chat room, and I was laying there listening to it in my bed. So I was listening to Rob's video I'd already listened to. And I'm thinking, what was the point of difference? And there wasn't It is very, very hard to give each live video a point of difference. And I reckon it's something that both Rob and I could work at. So if you look behind me right now, there's a 7,000 number. And if I said to you guys later on, remember the video I did when I got to 7,000? You'd probably go, yes, I do, because there's a point of difference. And also my background is the thumbnail for the video you may have watched previously. Now, for years, I've been trying to cut myself out perfectly so that I can actually have a green screen and I can change that. And that is something I quite like doing. So I'm just going to show you some of the fundamentals. So, for example, you would have seen this background in quite a few scammers. That means they're using StreamYard. And one of those scammers, when I first saw that picture, I thought, boy, she lives in a nice house. And her name was, I think it was Jojo. Oh, no, something to, yeah, no, it won't go there. Anyway, then that's my normal background. And this is my my thinking pose. This is another photography photo. This is the one that you'll see on most of my videos. This is my lovely t-shirt. And I've got quite a few different looks. But if I have that one there, you'll probably remember this as my video. And also I use StreamYard, which I'm really pleased about because I can bring up people's messages. So here's Rob's message going, whoop, whoop. I have to physically click on these messages to get them on the screen. And what have I got there? Join the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger on stage at blah, blah, blah. Now that's brilliant. Is this the right one or is that the old one? It is the right one. Now I've just suddenly remembered something I have to do. And I'm going to show you some of the things that we try and do when you guys aren't looking. Now I'll give you an example here. I'm inviting people to join me on stage today, even though I don't have too much time. But to do that, I need to share my screen. So right now I'm trying to frantically find, is that a word? And the pronunciation is something that often is atrocious. But here's my screen. And then I've suddenly realized the screen doesn't quite fit. And for your viewing pleasure, I drag the screen down to the bottom so it fills up the window as much as I can without going crazy. And now I want to go into my live section of my videos, and I'm looking for the video that I'm doing right now. I click on the video I'm doing right now, and now I want to go into my live section with sound. So now I go into edit the video, and now you can see the edits I've had. And as per normal and as on cue, the comments that I had in my video have all disappeared. But I did have a link in here telling people how they could join me on stage, which is kind of ironic that it's disappeared because I've just remembered I had to redo this. Now, I'm not making much at the moment, and I'm trying to keep the audience engaged, but this is what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop out the chat window, pop out the chat window. How do we pop out the chat window? And you won't see this. And then I want to grab this. Right, so now I've grabbed my stuff, and I'm back to where I want, and I want to actually paste that there. And I also want to encourage you guys to support the channel by giving me a cup of coffee. So here's two things. And I even wanted the cup of coffee. So now when I'm talking to people, I can tell them if they want to support me, they can buy me a cup of coffee by going into the description below. Now, this is interesting. This is the number of subscribers I have right now. Now, this video is actually about how many subscribers I'm hoping to get by the end of the day. Now, I did do a 24-hour stream in one of my videos, and the purpose of that stream was to actually do a fundraising for my YouTube channel. Now, you haven't seen me much for the last couple of weeks because I've been moving house, and I've actually had to focus on making money in other ways. So what have I been doing? If I hit refresh on this one, I'm hoping that if you're watching this and you haven't subscribed, you will do in a few seconds. And I'm 19 subscribers away. So what do I do for a living? Well, just recently, my partner and I have been working on a new website, and it's called Lux Nails. Lux Nails is a drop shipping website. Now, we set up this website. We have not finished it, so it might look a bit barren, but you can see that we've gone through here and we've found all these wonderful products that we can sell, and we've set up this whole website ready to go, which means basically people can buy this off us. We'll do tutorials and we'll teach people how to actually run, manage, find products, handle customers, handle shipping, and how to do drop shipping for a living. Now, it's only available to New Zealanders because we've got a formula that's working quite well for us. So one of the things that I've been doing for a while is I have an outdoor store, and this shop's been going for about I don't know, since 2019, and it sold around about, from memory, $120,000 worth of products. So we've got the formula right. And this is an active live store that we obviously sell products on just about every day. Well, we're going to show people what we've done with this website, and then we're going to actually give them an opportunity to set up a brand new website for themselves and learn how to become drop shippers. So that's how I fund my YouTube channel, if you didn't know. However, if we go back to this tab here, I really wanted to sort of give a little bit of a summary of how I become a YouTuber and why I love YouTubing so much. Well, it was because I was trying to find a new income stream. I actually had a business networking company called Elite Six Business Networking, and I got I had about 140, 150 members, and I had between 10 and 12 meetings that I ran, face-to-face meetings in bars and cafes all around Christchurch from 7:30 in the morning to 9:30 in the morning. And I used to help small to medium-sized businesses network and work together. And that's why I'm good at networking, good at researching people. A lot of times I'd meet people and they would tell me they had a business that they're just starting. And I'd say, "What is that business?" And they would say, "Arbonne." And I go, oh, that's actually a multi-level marketing company. And you would never actually make a business out of that. They're actually hiring you as a salesperson, and you think that you're starting up your own business. Oh, no, that's not what the people have told me. And then the next one, somebody would come along selling Tupperware, or somebody would come along they're selling organo gold frigging coffee, or I'd get a lot of people coming to my business networking meeting looking for people to sell their product or services to, thinking that the people at my events were ready to buy their products or services, and they didn't really have a proper business. Now, I didn't really give those people a hard time for doing it because they were told by people just like we see doing all these meetings and telling people that they can build a business at doing arbitrage trading, or they can do a business by investing in a crypto platform opportunity. All these things they tell people, people go away thinking that's what they're buying, a passive income opportunity, having the ability to work from home and not being a slave, working for a boss. All that is a load of bullshit. If you want to be successful in business, you actually need to work like a demon. You need to be entrepreneurial. You need to think cleverly. You need to think smart. And you need to do a lot of fundamental things. So often when those people used to come along to my business networking events looking for ways to produce an income or a passive lifestyle opportunity, first thing I tell them is don't change anything just yet. Don't give up your day job. Please keep your day job, because a lot of things you can do are side hustles. And I've done side hustle after side hustle after side hustle. Eventually, you'll find one of those side hustles that you can turn into a business, but you need to have the formula right. And that's the real big secret. So these people that used to turn up and they were saying, I'm an Arbonne consultant, and I'm building myself a passive income so I don't have to work and I have more freedom, more time. I used to just say to them, tell me about yourself. Tell me what you're trying to accomplish. Tell me what you do in the weekend as a hobby. I'm a photographer. I'm a dog walker. Well, then let's build a business around dog walking. Let's build a business out of photography. There's a thing on the internet called the business canvas model. And that's a really good thing you can do if you're thinking about starting up an idea. So, for example, if we were to look at my Lux Nails company, I don't know whether this will be a successful opportunity or not. However, the products that I have in this shop are all trending. Every single one of these products have been sold for more than 500 times each. So even though a lady that's looking at this website at the moment actually said, we've got one of our websites that we're selling at the moment is called Bakeware. And Bakeware is a website that has sold over $300,000 worth of products in the last 5 years. And if you go through here, you can look at this. And the lady that was looking at this said that she's not really passionate about baking. She's passionate about cooking. So it doesn't really align with what she would like to accomplish. She would rather one about baking, about cooking. And I'm going, well, I'm passionate about making money. So my rant is actually waiting for me to finish. Well, Rob's just sent me a message. So what I'm getting at is I'm passionate about selling products. I'm passionate about finding products that sell on the internet, and I'm passionate about making money. I don't care what I'm selling as long as I can find a supplier. I know the product sold well. So this is what I'm saying to the people, but they would prefer to start with a website which isn't established, that doesn't have $300,000 worth of track history, which doesn't have 3,000 customers, because they're more passionate about this type of product. But my point is, I have no experience knowing whether this website will be successful or not. So I would rather go with what I know. Anyway, that's just a bit of me and how I make my living when I'm not YouTubing. So if we go to my YouTube channel, so what I'm getting at, ladies and gentlemen, is I started when my business networking company fell over. I decided that I'd start doing workshops, helping people survive and thrive in business. And I put together all these workshops, and I put them on I had a program called Podia, and Podia was pretty cool at actually helping me produce workshops and put them in a platform where people could buy them. But once I had all these workshops online, then I had to figure out how to sell workshops. And that was the tricky part. So if you subscribe to my YouTube channel and pay me $1 a month, you can have full access to workshops that teach you how to build a WordPress website from A to Z that I used to sell for $600, free of charge, basically, $1 a month. But what I found is people would sign up and do these workshops, but they would never complete the workshops. And I don't think my workshops were that bad, but a lot of people would ask me, how do I find a good theme for my WordPress website? And I go, well, if you go into my YouTube channel and sign up to be a member for $1 a month, you can have full access to a course that I used to charge $600 for, which will teach you every aspect of setting up a WordPress website. The people would say to me, oh, can you just tell me how to do it? And I'd say, well, why don't you watch a video? Oh, I haven't got time. And I go, well, if you haven't got time to sit there and watch a video on how to set up a website, then you won't have time to really market your business successfully, because that's all part of it. So what I found, which might sound like a bit of a boo-hoo, but let's just say I wanted to teach people how to set up a really good LinkedIn profile. So I set up a course, and I thought, right, this time, instead of charging $600 for a LinkedIn workshop telling people how to pimp out their LinkedIn profile, I'll just make it $99. So then I sold 100 of these $99 courses. Well, I actually didn't sell them for $99. I actually sold 3 or 4 to my existing people in my business networking who wanted to learn how to pimp out their LinkedIn profile for $99. And then I couldn't get anyone to fork out $99 for a course that would teach them how to be a demon on LinkedIn. So then I found another website called, I've forgotten what it was called. And it was a site that was there to market online courses. And I made the course $10. And then I think at one stage, then I sold, I think, about 80 of these courses. People would get the coupon, they'd come along, and would you believe only 6% of people would actually have finished the LinkedIn course. And not only that, I was paying $80 a month for Podia, the platform, to host these workshops on. So now what I do is I make them for a member-only area. So if you want to join, you can have access to a course that I thought was worth $99, which I put down to $10, which only 6% of people, they'd buy these courses and never do them. They would actually never, ever start the courses. So I got sick of that. So then I thought, what else can I do? So the courses, I believe, are pretty cool because they've got me in them. But along the way, I learned time and energy doing was a LinkedIn course, helping people get the very best out of LinkedIn. New house. Maybe you've been using LinkedIn for quite a few years. So then one day we was looking for a new house to move into because our landlord wanted to sell the house that we were currently in. And this guy rang me up and he said to me, if you come with me on Wednesday, I will take you to an event where there's an opportunity that is absolutely amazing, that if you invest in it, you would have enough money to buy your house. And I said, Ken, I haven't heard from you for over 4 years. And now you're ringing me up telling me that if you pick me up and take me to an event, that I will be able to buy a house. I said, what multi-level marketing event are you peddling to me? And he said, I'm not going to tell you, because if I tell you, you won't come along. And I'm going, oh my goodness, really? Well, I'm not coming along. So then he said, it's hyperverse. And I went, oh my God, Ken, wake up. Anyway, so I did 2 minutes worth of researching. And then I found out that this hyperverse thing that he was pushing down my throat, telling me that I would be able to buy a house if I signed up for it, was going to change my life. And if I didn't do it, I was going to be missing out. So at that time, this was over 2 years ago. And this was the video that I originally did. My very first
deliver, blah, blah, blah.
On hyperverse. And in here, you will see the very email that he sent me, which was basically telling me that a company Shirley and I have invested in, purchased a membership, is in the process of becoming a major powerhouse on the blockchain. They have 1 million members currently who have invested $1 billion. Their goal is 30,000 passive investors can triple their money in 600 days. Members who share the program can make a fortune. You guys would be brilliant. You guys would be brilliant in this business. It's the best passive opportunity income retirement plan I've ever seen. Give me a call, Kent. Kent Berryman and Shirley Berryman. These guys are just multi-level marketers. They've been involved in every multi-level marketing Ponzi scheme scam I've ever seen. So I did a whole video about that, and that basically was how I got started. So far, that video has had 13,000 views, and just in case you're wondering, how much money did that video actually make a YouTuber? 13,000 visitors is one of the biggest videos I've ever done. I'm just going to have a look. It made me $27. That video has been online for 2 years and made $27. So people who think, and I got 108 subscribers from that one video. And if this is the reality of actually being a YouTuber. Now, Rob, my sidekick buddy who's in here, who's going to join me on the stage if I don't shut up soon, has actually been a YouTuber. He's just about got to 700 viewers, and his video count is about 100. Now, I know he did quite a few videos, and regrettably, he just deleted them because he got sick of trying to warn idiots from investing in Ponzi schemes. So I'd say that he's probably deleted about 30 or 40 videos in his time, but he's nearly got 700 subscribers. I've nearly got 7,000 subscribers, and I've done 1,000 videos, and he's done 100 videos. So this is a relentless effort. This is not a money-making opportunity. But every time I go after a scammer, they say that we're just doing it for YouTube clicks. Now, you just saw a 13,000 viewed video, which is one of my biggest videos, and that was actually made me $27. Now, that's just ridiculous. Type of money. But I do remember doing that video, and I was a bit green. And I used to watch other YouTubers, and I used to think, oh, I wish I could be like them. Wish I had good sound. Wish I had good lighting. And look at me in this picture. I've got the light on, and it's making my forehead yellow. And I'm probably not sounding the best, but I've got the glasses. And these glasses are my trademark. I've found out that people know me because of my glasses. If I take my glasses off, people don't recognize me. And I knew that because the other day I took my glasses on and put a hat around the other way and tried to jump into one of Grace's meetings for We Are All Satoshi. But let's have a look at some of my videos. Hyperverse, official Facebook page. Now, this was when they had, I think they had something like 15,000 people in a Facebook page, and it was all administered by a lady that was claimed to be the chief financial officer. And we found out that the lady was a fraud and she'd been in prison before. And once I made that very clear. That Facebook page got removed. But in the meantime, I managed to copy every single conversation that was in that Facebook page and made a video out of it. That got 1.4K views. Now, what about this guy? Oh my goodness, memory lane. This is probably going to bore the hell out of you guys. But this guy was, I've forgotten his name now, Mark Gardner. And Mark Gardner had put in, he had made, I've forgotten what he had made, but he'd put in $5,000 and made $15,000 out of Hyperverse. He'd also set up a multiple account under his brother's name, claiming that I shouldn't tell anyone that because he could have his brother's account removed. And he was telling me that I didn't understand the blockchain and I had no idea what I was talking about. That video, 20,000 people. Now, this video is actually quite interesting, and I will show you the stats on this video because this was one of my, isn't it, that you're enticed to put your money back.
Well, yeah, yes, it could be a carrot if you like, but you know, the thing I would,
he was pretty smug. We found out that he'd actually been made bankrupt because he failed to pay his mortgage payments or something around that. Was quite interesting. But this video, I had Vinny from Project Frugal in here with me, and I gave him a barreling. This was my first 2-hour plus video. People tell me it was too long, and I said, well, if it was too long, let's have a look. Oh, I just clicked on the wrong button. That happens, doesn't it? Oh, let's go into the analytics. This video made me $250. That way, though, isn't it, that you're enticed to put your money back?
well,
This has had 223 thumbs up. And from memory, I think it was $200 that I'd made from this video. And I'll tell you why we made so much money. Far out, $412. 412 cents I've made from that video. This is estimated view. This does not guarantee what I made, but it's pretty close because I'm pretty sure. So that one video, which is 2 hours and 5 minutes long, actually generated me more money than any other video that I've actually made ever. And that is not how you should be doing videoing, young man. You should not be producing long form content. But because of that video, I started producing long form content. And now I don't even, very rarely do I record a video and upload it to YouTube. And that's why I've had to change my thinking. So a video that is 2 hours long and has 20,000 views has actually generated me $440 worth of revenue. Now, the interesting fact about that is that the reason why that video was getting so much traction, it was timing. As that video was published, Hyperverse basically locked the door, stole all the money, and everyone was sitting there with their pants down. And that was because people were searching for how to withdraw from Hyperverse because they were panicking. Because that video was already created and the timing was brilliant, everyone was searching for how to do that. And one of my best videos, which I'm proud of, this is when I was impersonating, well, I wasn't actually, I'll be honest, I wasn't actually impersonating Stephen Reese Lewis. In fact, I was actually trying to keep listening. Hyperverse talks about an ecosystem. It doesn't even exist yet, but making promises, it's going to happen this year. So this video, this has actually got 33,000 views. And this was me dressed up like Stephen Reese Lewis, reading off a teleprompter for real, thinking I was doing a good job. But this video has managed to get 33,000 views. This was the video I used to promote my YouTube channel. This was the video that Keith Williams talked about, Danny wearing a cheap suit. Now, Keith Williams, if you don't know him, he was the guy that promoted the hell out of Hyperverse. And currently, he's got stage 4 cancer. So maybe that's what happens if you promote these Ponzi schemes. I don't really want to go there about that. But anyway, let's have another wee look at this number here. Let's see if anyone's subscribed to my YouTube channel as we speak. I might lose one here in a minute. Let's have a look. No, exactly the same number of subscribers. So I've only got 11 people in the chat room at the moment. If you're not subscribed, please do so. If you're watching on a mobile phone, it's a real pain in the bum trying to log into your YouTube channel while you're on a phone. I understand completely. So let's carry on. Let's have a look at some of that. So there's a little bit of history. Then I thought I would, I've done some, this one here got 8,600 views. 10 reasons why people are telling me Hyperverse is not real, not a Ponzi scheme. So people were challenging me along the way. This one here, I really was proud of this one because I talk about it quite a lot. It's like a casino, these Ponzi schemes, because you're looking at the outside of the casino and it's got all these flashing lights enticing you to come in. And then you go in the front doors and they say, look, you can't come in here and bet unless you exchange some of your USDT to our currency. And you go in there and everyone at the casino is just a lovely person. And they're just lovely, absolutely gorgeous. And then you realize later on when you try to leave the casino that you can't leave the casino and you're not going to get the same amount of money that you did for your money when you exchanged it as you were coming in, because things change. And in this case, HV or HU dollars were worthless. They were a dollar for dollar when you bought them, but when you left, they were worth 0.00, but worth nothing. But you still couldn't figure out why the people that are at the tables in the casino were so lovely. And then you realize they're in on the scam. And they're encouraging you never to withdraw your money because that's frowned on. But that whole video was basically just 7-minute explanation on how these Ponzi schemes and scams are so much like walking into a casino. And also, you can play and lose your money in different ways. You could buy NFTs. You could stake your money. You could buy a node, you could buy a validator, or you could just be a passive investor, or you could sell it to your friends and family and make money. All depends how you wanted to gamble your money. So if you go watch that video if you like, it was quite cool. And then you can see, this is when I was actually in the New York Times. Now, I started getting copyright strikes for my videos. 4 days after being interviewed by the New York Times for over a 13-week period, they had just about finished researching me and doing my article all about me. I had a 2-page spread in the printed New York Times, and I could literally find my article for sale on eBay. How about that? And they also published me on the online edition. I never actually got a copy of that newspaper. If you ever know anyone that's got a copy of me in that New York Times, please let me know. I ordered a copy, and when I got it, I wasn't in it. It was 2 days out, because the online version and the printed version were printed, obviously, well, were released in different days. So then I ordered it again, and then it got lost in the mail. And then I wrote back to them, and they said, oh, no, we only keep copies for 3 months. So long story short, I never got a printed version of myself in the New York Times. But 4 days before I got in the New York Times, I received 2 copyright strikes for pinching other people's content. And I had to remove 80 of my videos because of one more of those videos that had other people's content in it was reported. I literally would have lost my YouTube channel. So regrettably, I had to delete 80 of my best videos. And then I got released in the New York Times. Even CoffeeZilla put a question mark on why I was published in the New York Times as a Ponzi scheme investor and said strange. Since then, I've talked to Stephen on the phone, and he's an awesome guy, and he's also even corresponded with me, and it's nice to be able to ask those guys questions who are in the same industry. CoffeeZilla, if you don't know, I think he has about 3.5 million subscribers. I have 7,000, hopefully by the end of this video. Anyway, long story short, I removed a lot of my videos. Then I thought, what am I doing with my YouTube channel? What am I trying to accomplish? Here I was doing all these workshops. No one was doing them. And then I thought, I'm just going to put all my videos in one place and be a YouTuber. So I uploaded all my LinkedIn videos. And then I thought about what I was doing. So this video here, which you can't see very well, is Hyperverse, passive income alternatives. In there, I tell people 10 side hustles that I've done in my business career. So check those out if you like. I'll make this a little bit bigger. And then we've got, what other videos have I done? Stop being exploited, SEO. So some of the videos and some of the blogs that I have on my website. So if you go to my website, I don't know if you realize this, but I actually have a website called teheck.com. And teheck.com is actually the leftover from my, so in here you can see I have, a lot of content from my YouTube channel, and I produce blogs. Well, this website actually has over 1,000 blogs on it. And I've had travel writers write them. And if you ever come into New Zealand and you're looking for articles on places to fish, places to camp, freedom camping, there's a whole wealth of information on my website. Now, if you go back to my passive income opportunities, you will see some of the wild and wonderful things that I have done in my journey as a website developer. I'm very entrepreneurial, and I've kind of been blessed. But one of the most weirdest thing I ever did was I sold everything I owned, hitchhiked around New Zealand telling people I was a mobile internet consultant. Used to charge them $300 to set up a web page and $30 a month to keep it live. And I built up this website called New Zealand's Information Network. 2004 was my biggest year in business. I actually turned over just short of $500,000 worth of sales, and I took home 274 or 75, can't remember now, dollars in wages in just 1 year. That company had actually produced me a six-figure income for 10 years in a row. Right now, I'm on the bones of my ass because I've spent the last 2 years trying to build what I thought would take off, a YouTube channel. Since then, there are opportunities for me to make money. I am selling some of the data, some of the database of the people that I'm building information to. Government organizations is the ultimate goal, but I have actually sold some to the private sector in the past. So I am trying to capitalize on my YouTube channel and make money in other means. But in the meantime, I keep myself afloat by doing drop shipping. My big idea now is to teach other people how to do drop shipping to monetize my lifestyle that I've become accustomed to. Now, I don't live a high-flying life, as you know. I rent my house. I do own a reasonably new car. I used to drive V8s, and I used to have, what do they call it? Hyundai Santa Fe Elites. I've had 4 of those. And now I'm driving around in a $30,000 car instead of a $90,000 car. So I'm not living the high life. I'm just trying to sustain my lifestyle instead of going backwards all the time, which I have been doing for the last 2 years. Well, since COVID, to be honest, because my business networking company basically died, and I've been struggling ever since to generate a passive income lifestyle. But in saying that, I have actually had 10 great passive income opportunities that I'm proud of that have worked for me at the time. Passive income opportunities don't come along every day. You've got to be like a fisherman, and timing is everything. So the example of this very video was to show you 10 things that sound really good, but the reality is the timing's off. Affiliate marketing was one of those things. I made $100,000 in 4 months. Now, I could tell you how to set up affiliate marketing because I'm experienced and I made $100,000 in 4 months from it, but the timing is off and you won't do that now. So I explained that in the video. So what I'm saying is never stop looking for good opportunities, but when other people want to manage your crypto portfolio and you hand over your crypto to some other person that doesn't know what they're doing, don't do that. All right, some of the other videos. Here I did a video on Hyper One, and that was one of the biggest keystone videos looking back that I'm glad I've still got on there because Jarvis was the one introducing Hyper One and Sam Lee. And that video was over a year ago. Now, if you didn't know about that, you would think that was strange. What's Jarvis promoting Hyper One for? When Jarvis started promoting We Are All Satoshi, he said that he's in the back room. He doesn't like being in front of the camera. Well, he lied blatantly by saying that because you can see him in videos. In my shorts, you will see videos of Jarvis introducing himself as Jarvis Amwar. Now he calls himself Jarvis and claims he doesn't have a last name. But we've got evidence because of my videos that were a year ago showing this guy up, which I didn't appreciate at the time. Other things, why are people still saying investing in Hyperverse? And this was an interesting video because people were still investing in Hyperverse when it had collapsed. And that was because the only way people could get money out of it was by selling fake memberships to their friends and family and telling them that they can pay for the membership money with cash and they would fund them into it. They're literally giving away free memberships. When the membership showed that it made a profit, the person would have to pay them the cash for the gifted membership. And then they were strongly encouraged never to take their money out. So people had literally found a way to get money out of the platform after all the funds had been, all the liquidity had gone. Then I used to get a lot of people saying that they can help get people's money back. So I did a couple of videos on don't get scammed twice by these companies that claim that they can get people's money back. Now, currently, I have been talking to a company in the UK, and they claim that they're helping people get their money back. Now, the rule is you have to have lost over $10,000. And the other rule is that you have to, there's 2 rules. You had to actually transfer the money out of a bank in the UK and transferred it onto a platform, and then invested in a crypto opportunity. Now that to me sounds too good to be true, and I'm currently investigating it. But I've got inundated from people like Roy Kanacha who claim they're going to help people get their money back. But this one does sound quite interesting because claiming that they get the money back from the banks. Now, I'm not going to stick my neck out and say that I've finally found a way from people in the UK to get the money out until I've investigated it a little bit more. And I don't want to be giving financial advice to people. So I'm not going to say that. But in the meantime, you rest assured, I have found many people out there claiming that they can help get people's money back. One lady was Vera. She was an Australian lady. She paid $1,800 to a company that claimed they could get their money back. They showed her money in a stupid wallet, and then they wanted another $1,800 from her to get the money out of the stupid wallet that they had the money in. It was just a scam. So don't get scammed twice. There's no such thing as getting your money back of these crypto opportunities. And if there ever is, I will try and help you do so. Now, Bob, here you go, Bob. Boom.
Bob is live in the house.
Bob's in the house. What are you doing, Bob?
I'm recording all the rooms as evidence.
Oh, what's happening at the moment?
Carl's like trying to help somebody. He's like, I can't answer that question. I don't know.
I thought we got the meeting removed this morning.
No, they're streaming it, and then you can come to the after party.
Oh, let's have a look. So you're saying they're streaming it?
Yeah, it's close to the end. They're trying to answer questions and stuff, and Grace keeps closing the rooms and.
I don't think they really. I'm actually in shock because I got a message from Rob to say another meeting shut down. So that's interesting. So if you are listening to me rant, this is one of my Avengers. Is Bob. Bob's a master at recording online meetings. Did you see me yesterday?
I missed you. So.
I was sitting on the loo, and I thought, wonder if I could turn the camera on. I put my hand up and I waved, and I'm sitting there. I'm naked from the chest up. And I'm sitting there, and Grace actually stuttered. and then she kicked me out. And then the day before, I had a username called Ben Dover. and Grace said, "You'll be next, Ben Dover." and then I had my cap on backwards and I took my glasses off and I was trying to speak. They recognized me and kicked me out. It was so funny. It's friggin' hilarious.
It's funny you say that. I got snagged twice. Because I was just sitting in the room recording, and Susan Goldstein came in. She's like, well, the tech guys left, so you guys can't just sit in the room.
Oh, really? Oh, my God. Hey, she's amazing, that lady. She's actually a dog trainer who's still trying to make it big. Hey, they're not streaming on their website, though. And you sure it's Gracie's babies? Is it Grace's?
Yeah, Grace's. Because she's like, I don't want to start another session. You guys. Like.
Oh, she's a hard shot.
And there's this Linda lady. There's a Linda lady who is like, every trade fails, no matter if I trade it a high amount or if I trade like a very little amount. I feel like that's the best comment I heard.
Oh, what's Susie Stealth saying? She's saying the second was withdrawal wallet has been removed to the third was withdrawal wallet.
Well, two is close. Everybody's saying that. Everybody's saying I can't trade. I can't trade.
Right. Let's have a quick look. Let's see what we can find, eh? What have we
and these are people like I'm listening to their math. It's not like, hey, it's the $100 or $200 license guy. These are the $10,000 license guys. People coming in saying, "What the hell's going on?"
Oh, because it's interesting. Because this is what I don't get. Like, if we look at the trades that do seem to be going on at the moment. So in the last minute, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 trades a minute. Now, if they've sold 35,000 licenses and Chavis claims they've sold 5,000 a day, then even if these guys are using up just their allotted flash loan money that they get given, why isn't there more trades happening than that? Because it doesn't add up. And look, here's a $24 one, and they've lost 5 cents in this trade, and the gas fees, they've lost 7 cents. So this trade that you're looking at, because I'm getting better at looking at these now, they've lost 7 cents, but they've still and they've paid out 2. So they've actually lost 9 cents by doing a $24 trade. I mean, that literally is seconds ago that was done. So why are these people, like, and all the trades? I mean, none of this is real money. Like the money that they're currently making on, the boomerang is just shit money, and people aren't waking up to it. And it's like, here's one. Somebody's done one Rasmatic, is it? Chainlink, $18 trade, and they reckon they've made 19. They've been paid 19 cents for this trade from doing an arbitrage trade of 18.35. But if you look at the fourth one, they've actually lost 10 cents doing this trade.
You're better off buying it. You're better off buying it yourself and just, oh, it's up, sell it.
They've actually lost 17 cents because of the gas fees, and they've still paid out 19 cents from a wallet address that wasn't part of the. Oh, I'm not even. Sorry, I'm not showing you. So this is one here, $18. And they've lost 7 cents doing the trade, and now they're claiming that they've made a profit of 19 cents, and then the gas fees are 7 cents. It's just ridiculous. I don't, like who the hell is making any money out of this shit? Here's a bigger one, $243. Is that coming up on the screen? Yeah, it is. Okay, so they've actually lost. I can't work it out quickly, but they've actually lost $1.64, but they're still paying out $2.50. So they've lost $1.64, and they're paying out $2.57. I mean, it's ridiculous. So it just keeps going. Like, how many of these trades? Rob will be here in a minute. $36 trade. And they got paid. So somebody decided to do an arbitrage trade for $36.70, and they made 38 cents out of doing that, because that's what they decided to pay them. It's just so stupid. And then they've actually lost. And then he went to the movie.
What is Chris talking about? Something's wrong with Zoom.
They actually made 1 cent on that one. Oh God, I just don't get it, mate.
What's going on with Zoom? Zoom's like leaking audio over different chat rooms.
Oh, we're just going to have a look at where's the chat room gone? Oh, here it is.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
What are you up to?
Exactly. I understand. I broadcasted that we were going to be open for another 2 minutes. The thing about it is that I know that Crypto Tech on Tuesdays and Thursdays you have your
Zoom glitch.
Sally has said that she's going to have an after party, and so you guys have no more questions, and we have overstayed. Thank you so much for being here.
God, crazy cow. Now, what's Susie showing me here? Transfers. Are we looking at money going out again?
A to Z about this option.
Oh my God, is that what we've got? 50. Hold it.
Being here is great for you to have been here, and we'll talk about your son tomorrow.
What? Talk about your son tomorrow. What?
Yes. All right.
What is going on here?
Okay, let's go ahead.
What are you going to talk about?
Okay, great. David.
I don't know what's happening. The two rooms are overlapping. The main room and the brick room.
Yeah, I'm two devices trying to place it.
No, they're like overlapping.
Oh. I'm just trying to bring up. What are we looking at here? Go to the very top. $0.
Good job.
Okay, looking at that. Secondary
Buddy,
wallet.
you there? Hello. Get out while you can.
Oh dear.
Get out. Get out. You're in the scam.
In the scam. The Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avengers here. Run, Forrest, run.
You're in a scam. The chat is disabled, but my mic is still able to talk. Uja, I can't pronounce your last name. This is a scam. Go look at moneysmart.au. And look up Boomerang.
Secondary wallet has been shut down. Anyway, mate, I've got to carry on. I'm just rattling through my
Yes.
my thingy. I'll just listen to that. So these are some of the videos that I've done. This one here, which was the video that they embedded in the New York Times. But even if a video is embedded in the New York Times, doesn't necessarily mean it goes
See
off.
how much
Now, this is about Mike Lucas, not
and
the
all
Lucas that we know about, but another Mike
Okay.
Lucas, and he lost $25,000 of his life savings, transferred it all over to Hyperfund or Hyperverse, and lost a lot. And he's a lovely guy. He's bedridden. He's on a sickness benefit, and Keith Williams was quite happy to take his money.
Thank you, Chris.
Hello, Robson here.
I'm just playing because I don't want to watch the rest of Greece.
Baby.
I can't wait till they show the evidence as like in court. Like, Greece, do you remember this meeting? Greece, do you remember this?
If you look at the fine print of Bitcoin Rodney, he's not just in prison because of stealing money. He's in prison because he's been preaching. He's been preaching about, he's doing presentations, making false claims.
He was a promoter.
Hello.
I know, and everybody's like, "Well, I did. That doesn't matter." I'm like, "Go look at Nova Case's big RICO case in New York. There's a big RICO case of promoters of shell companies, and they're all from Novatech."
There's
So-
someone say show companies like beaches and sea and surf and summer and stuff like that.
I was going to come over and fix your crackling mic this morning, Rob.
Nothing wrong with my crackling, my mate. My crackling.
Rob, why weren't you in the meeting? You should ask the question. You could have actually saw Bob. I got on camera for once.
No. I was recording it. I was in there in stealth mode.
Oh,
I was
naked.
semi-stealth. I had like 3 usernames in each room.
Wow.
I know Rob's favorite person was on, Wendy.
Got a lot of evidence in here, though, Rob. If you look at this, there's a lot of-
Evidence.
well,
Who needs
incriminating
evidence?
evidence. Put it that way. You can, if you
We gotta go
watch,
to the after party, guys. After party.
you gotta get out more, Bob. Rob's into it.
want my boomerang. I want my boomerang. I
Hey,
want my boomerang. My boomerang. My boomerang.
Oh, you missed. I think my favorite room was Carmine talking about security, and then he gave away his location. So we know Carmine, the admins from Montreal, Canada,
Oh, you know what they say about those Canadians, don't you?
and he was on video. Da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da.
Who wants to read out the price of BTCC?
BTCC? I
BTCC.
need to find BTCC before I can read out the price of BTCC. We need Richard. Where's Richard?
It is.
Hello, boys and girls. Let's have a look at the dashboard for bitcoinco.technology. And we see today through the through the circle window that the price is 62.595.
So who got us all the subscribers? Was that Crazy Richard? Me? Or did they come for Susie Stealth? Crypto G?
What you saying? You said you people haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel because they don't. Hey, look at this. I got one more subscriber. Hey, somebody unsubscribe. This is live, right? Somebody unsubscribe and resubscribe. Well, please resubscribe after you unsubscribe. Let's see if we can make it down.
I reckon we should stay online to see if we can get all 6,982 people unsubscribed.
Now, Rob, that would sound like you're trying to sabotage my YouTube channel so they go to your YouTube channel.
No, not at all.
You have to give
However,
Richard like a
like
72-hour
Michael,
like broadcast for that to happen.
Yeah.
Of him just screaming, "Let's go! Let's go!"
Here we go.
You know what? I might actually leave this going, and what I might do is pick a video and torture somebody and make them watch one of my other videos, and then I can come back to this later on. Oh, look, it's gone down. That's great. Yeah. Oh, wonder if I can unsubscribe from my own channel.
Hold on. I've just subscribed again. Wait
Okay,
for
here
it.
we go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Houston, we have a failed mission. Abort.
Let's see how long it
Abort.
takes. 'Cause it's called a live counter. Whoa, look at that. It's like, what's that program you used to watch? Oh, wonder how I can do that in both. I wonder how I can keep that going. And I would have to, I know what I'd do. Oh, no, I'd have to, hey. So I'd have to somehow
Stream the after party.
get,
Stream the after party.
so what I could do, I'm sick of the friggin' after parties. I'm just saying, they're just so demoralizing. There's all these idiots going, I've just gone and bought 5 licenses. Oi, I've just gone and bought 5 licenses.
That was Crypto G. That was Crypto G. Unsubscribe.
Yeah, I'm gonna make
No,
it
it's probably
G.
Richard.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm subscribing. I'm never on the show.
Yeah, look, I'm even losing viewers at the moment. This is really disheartening, guys. Your channel. Let's have a look. I'll see if I can. I've got an idea. I'll see if it works. Let's go to customize channel. I'm going to go live visitor count. Come on, guys. Resubscribe.
Suggested we get down to 6,500. Come on, guys. Come on. Hit that unsubscribe button. You can do it. Hey,
Bob,
give me a
Bob,
thumbs
If you
down.
love Bob, do not let it go down.
I'm concerned now. I'm going to
Bob
lose my
fans, don't pump up the
my account.
numbers.
Here we go. All right. So now what I've got is now what I want to do is go to Safari. And I'll
So
go,
who's the favorite? If it's Crypto G, add 10 subscribers. If it's Susie Stealth, add 15. If it's Bob, add 20.
What do we call this? StreamYard. Stream.
I reckon your most successful video could be the most unsuccessful video in terms of subscribers and thumbs up.
Put a poll. Put a poll. Who's your favorite out of the Avengers?
Hey, come on. You can't
We
do
need
that.
bragging rights. Crazy Trucker Rich, Bald
Oh.
Rob,
You anymore.
Mad Scientist,
Faker.
Crypto G, or Susie Stealth.
Okay, here we go. I've got an idea, guys.
I think Susie would win hands down.
What have we got?
I
Countdown.
know. Trucker Rich, it's got those trucker fans.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Whoop, whoop.
Oh, I don't think we can share the screen. Invite.
They travel in groups, so
Oh no, it's gonna be echoey. How do I shut that off? There we go.
Hello, hello, hello,
Oh,
hello,
that's
hello.
terrible.
I'll have to upload the new Tammy video. How
How do I make it so that
Is that
counter?
the one that she did with Tommy Lee?
Hey, I'm a bit concerned that the